Hi everyone, blessings to you. I get many questions every week, being a psychic and a medium, about how to handle certain situations, especially with family members or partners. So I thought I would address this in the video. Maybe you can see my best friend, my Cocker Spaniel, back there running around. Most of the time, no two people in a partnership, of course, are going to be on the same vibration, but sometimes there's going to be a huge gap between the vibration that exists between the two people, whether they be married in a partnership or friends. And this can create problems because just like with people of 3D, the one partner is not going to understand what the other partner who is trying to evolve is going through. So I thought I would address that and kind of some do's and don'ts in what to do in this situation with your partner or your friend or your whoever it is. Now, what you don't want to do is put up with any abuse from anyone. So if someone is calling you crazy or calling you nuts or being abusive toward you, no, this is not good. This is uncalled for. We don't need to put up with that. You do have to set your boundaries with what you are going to put up with and what you will not put up with. And just like when you see, as I see beings from other dimensions, spirits, ETs, passed on loved ones, passed on pets, or other beings from other dimensions, I also have to set boundaries. So it's very important that we set boundaries with the people here that we're involved with also. And how you would set boundaries is you would have things that you will put up with and you will not put up with, and you'll make it clear to them what you will not put up with. So we're not a doormat. We just don't put up with anything that anyone does to us. We have to set clear boundaries around us. When somebody does something we don't like in a nice way, we can say, I really don't go for that. I really didn't like that. And we can do it in a nice way in the beginning so that they can understand what's going on. But we can let them know. We can sit down and we can talk with them and say, this hurt me. What you did hurt me. I didn't like what you did. I don't treat you this way. I don't want to be treated this way. And so we have to really make sure we're setting tight boundaries, and we're also not putting up with any abuse. But the tight boundaries, are flexible. In other words, they will get tighter as the other person doesn't respect what you ask them to do. Then your boundaries have to start to getting a little tighter so they can take you seriously. So, a relationship is about both people getting what they need. It's not about just one person getting what they need. Both people have to get something out of the relationship. Both people come into the relationship to get their needs met. Yes, we can meet our own needs, some of our own needs, but we also need the other person to meet some of our needs. Okay, so what you can do with your partner, if your partner is not on the same vibration as you and doesn't understand you, is you can start including your partner in the spiritual things that you are doing. And you can do it in the beginning in a subtle way. So, if you find a spiritual movie on TV or there's a spiritual channel that you can watch, and you can include them in watching that movie, or if you have a book, you can read a spiritual book. You can read little paragraphs out of that book to them and say, I really like this. What do you think about this? How do you think this can relate to us? I mean, what you have to do is you have to start to deprogram them. So basically, if they don't understand you and they're in 3D and they're trapped in 3D, they don't understand you. So what you have to do is try to teach them, but in the beginning, you're going to have to teach them in a subtle way, and it's going to have to be repetitive. You're going to have to say basically kind of the same kind of thing over and over again, like something like, you know, anything is possible. There are no limits. We manifest what we desire. You know, you can pick out any spiritual phrase that is actually accurate, like those that I just said, which are completely accurate, and then keep repeating it to them. And then when they can't come up with these cliches that they have, their own 3D cliches, which there are many of, you can point out to them how that is inaccurate, but you can do it in a subtle way. And slowly, you can start to see little, you know, pockets with them where they might want to, they might respond to you. But you have to do it in a very subtle and slow way because of 3D programming. So this is not easy. This is not easy, but if you want to stay with your partner and you want to help your partner evolve, then that's what has to be done, is you have to overcome their 3D programming, because basically they're not open. They're not open to anything new, and they think it's a lot of mumbo-jumbo, and they don't understand it, and they don't want to learn it. So you have to basically start to overlay 3D programming with the 5D programming with them. And this works, but it takes time. And then you also need to work on your own evolvement as much as you can, because the more that you evolve, the more they have a chance to evolve. Alright, I just had to splice the tape because someone came over and threw a box at a pigeon that was near our property, and I had to find out what he was doing. So I guess he has, he keeps pigeon in his house, and his pigeon got loose, so he threw a box at it in the tree to get it to come back home. It's a little strange, but whatever. So I had to go and find out why the box was being thrown right in front of me. So anyway, you don't want to lower your vibration for anyone else. You want theirs to raise up to match yours. So no matter what the situation is, you do not want to lower your vibration to match theirs. If they're in a low vibration, which is you know, not in 5D, then you do not want to lower your vibration. So in other words, when they say cliche type things like, well, we really can't do that, it's not possible, or, you know, not everything is possible, you know, we want to point out to them that yes, it's just the way of thinking, that everything is possible. It's not easy to do. Believe me, I do it every day with many people. In my counseling session and things, I subtly point out to them that yes, everything is actually possible. But we can do it, and we can subtly start subtly doing it with our partner, and slowly doing it with our partner. So, oh, there's someone else in the yard now. So this is what we want to do, and we want to slowly get rid of their 3D programming and start raising them up. We don't want to put up with any abuse from anyone. Anyone to treat us badly, they need to respect us at all times, the same way we would treat them. We want to expect that they treat us, you know, pretty comparable to how we treat them. If we don't treat them in a bad way, then we don't want to be treated a bad way either. There's no excuse for that. So when I get people, you know, in my sessions telling me what their partners are doing to them and what they've done and what they're putting up with. So we don't want to put up with that. So eventually, when you have a higher vibration, your partner will either end up with a higher vibration and make the change, or eventually, if their partner can't do it, the partner or the husband or wife or the family or whoever it is might just start distancing themselves from you, because they choose not to do it, and that's their choice. Everybody has their own path in this life, and everybody must walk their own path. So we are not responsible for anyone else's decisions, and everyone can make their own decisions and live with their decisions. We are only responsible for the decisions we make. We're not responsible for anyone else, unless we have children, pets, of course, family members, that can't take care of themselves. Of course, we have to take care of them. But anyone who's an adult and can take care of themselves, we don't need to be responsible for them. So that's it. And blessings and love to everyone. And hope you have a beautiful evening. And love to everyone.